Hey guys, so I am today continuing my review of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette collection vault thing. I already did a tutorial featuring the palette Armed and Gorgeous. This one's already been up on my channel for a few days now, so if you haven't seen that one, I will link it up here for you guys to get my initial thoughts on this. As a follow-up to this palette, I've played with it a little bit more, and I feel like it's really hit or miss with this palette in particular. Matte shades are complete hit or miss. The green is absolutely awful, but like the shade Access and Secure and Agent aren't bad. It's like depending on what the color is determines how good or bad the actual palette is, and that's just a little odd. The shimmer shades are either really great or really bad. It's like of the 10 shades in this palette, 6 of them are pretty well functioning. 60% of one palette. I don't know, doesn't make it seem worth the money to me. This palette right here is the one that I'm going to be playing with today. This is called Bling Boss. This is like the purpley palette. So here's the thing. This palette, I feel like, has gotten the most... Maybe it's this one, or is it Ring the Alarm? I don't remember. Hold on a minute. Let me look at it. Yeah, I think it's these two palettes that have been given the most critique by people. After I did my review, I did go ahead and watch a few other people's reviews. And since I don't tend to reach for purplish... Holy shit. FYI, guys, while I'm filming this, there is a giant thunderstorm that's about to roll into my town. Like, I can see the lightning. It's really damn close. This has been a very, very long, oh my god. Sorry, I'm gonna get distracted. So I think I'm gonna play with this palette today. It does look very one tone. Like when you look at this on camera, this shade and this shade don't look too different. This and this don't look too different. This and this, like it seems very repetitive in and of itself, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime with my Tarte Shape Tape Primer. But yeah, people were asking in the live stream for a follow-up to the first review, so I'm going to play with this one. Actually, what I think I might do is I might play with this one on this eye, and then play with the, what is this one? The Ring the Alarm palette on the other eye. I'm going to save Dark Magic for its own tutorial in a few weeks, but I think when you have my thoughts on 3 of the 4 palettes, that should make qualifying decisions enough. I'm not holding out high hopes for any of these, to be honest. If it weren't for the ridiculously low price point of buying these individually, I probably would be saying, don't waste your stupid money. I'm gonna go ahead, take this brush thing. This is actually, I think, an e.l.f. concealer brush. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set my eye area. I'm going to start by taking this Japanese blending brush, and I'm going to take the shade Hush Hush, which is this shade right down here. I don't know if I can't obviously make this an all matte. Oh, I'm going to zoom you guys in a bit. Oh, that'd be a smart idea, wouldn't it? It's definitely a lot more brown than purpley. Like, it looks very purpley in the pan, but it's coming off a lot more brown on the eye, which is a little sad. Now, I think I'm going to take the shade Sparks. This guy right down here with the same blendy brush. Like I said, I have no specific look in mind. I'm just playing around. That's pretty in your face. Just gonna swirl this off on here so I can go ahead and blend this out. By the way, for controversy's sake, The packaging code that's right here on mine says AB070, and I do not have a V2 anywhere on the back of this. I know that's been a lot of people discussing what the V2 means. Does it mean version 2? Does it mean version 1? I don't know if any of mine have V2 on them, to be honest. No, but they are all the same lot number of AB070. So if that helps inform anyone's decisions on these palettes that I'm making, there you go. I think I want to amplify that a little bit better in the outer corner. Just a little bit more. Great. And then obviously re-cleaning this off. I don't know how well you guys can see, but I do have like a dark line where this is not blending up in the crease. It's blending fine down onto my lid, but there is a faint line that is just staying and won't blend. It's like it's settled up into the crease of my eye and now it won't budge from there, if that makes sense. If my wording makes sense. Please tell me down below if I sound deranged, because that's entirely possible. Now I'm going to take the shade Rockstar, which is the purplish shade, and I'm going to take this on a fluffy BH Cosmetics brush, and I am just going to go ahead and apply this to the outer corner and blend. That purple came off pretty darn pigmented. Let's just hope that it blends out like it should. Not really liking it, guys. It's kind of muddy looking. Like, it looks like those two shades, which they already looked fairly similar-ish. This is obviously a little bit more reddish, but they kind of blend into making one shade, which sucks. Now I'm going to take a shader brush and I'm going to take the shade, Pizzazz, which is the purpley-ish shimmer shade in here. No Fix Plus, no nothing. I'm going to pat this onto the outer edge over here. This is just really patchy. Like, it's adhering right here where there was no eyeshadow, but where I already had eyeshadow, it's taking forever to build up, which is not a good sign at all. Not even close to a good sign. Just laying this out with the fluffy outer corner brush. And now I'm going to take another clean shadery brush. Not that one, I want not this one. Right, dead. This is a BH Cosmetics shader brush. Please ignore Addie if you hear him running around in the background. He's being weird. And I'm going to take the shade, I think, Bling Bling, which is kind of a purplish champagne kind of color. I'm going to pick up a lot of this on the brush. I just want you guys to watch this. See how I've obviously been putting the brush in this? There's legitimately like barely any eyeshadow on here. Seriously? Screw it, I'm gonna use my finger. So that's the thing. So there's one eye done. Yeah, let's just, for argument's sake, let's just really quickly try and build up a little bit further on the brush, just because maybe there was a layer to it. Nope, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, that's a great sign. So of the 4 shimmer shades in this palette, I'm sorry, 5 shimmer shades. I forgot about the dark one in the corner here. This one and this one were the ones that I tried out, and they suck. Pizzazz had like no pigmentation and it was really, really patchy. And then Bling Bling down here, I had to apply with my finger to even get it to show up because nothing was picking up on the brush. Like, frack, I just jammed my whole finger into that to attempt to catch it. Well, while we're here, this is the shade Buried Treasure, but which looks like this. Like, they swatch pretty. They swatch so beautifully. And then they just crash and burn on your eye. I do know that by this point in time, Jaclyn did upload a response video to the palette, to the vault in general. I have not watched it. So I'm sorry, but I can't make any comments on that because I think that's her issue to be sorting out with people, and I'm going to keep myself out of it. On this side, we're going to play with the Ring the Alarm palette, which is the other one that I've been hearing. I don't know why I'm bothering to do this because all the packages look the same. The only way you can tell the difference is by the stupid... Jaclyn, I would have at least put the names of them like here or in the bottom corner, somewhere on the front of the packaging. Just FYI. I do also have a decent amount of fallout under my eye, actually. Glitter, especially. Okay, anywho. We're going to dig into Ring the Alarm. We're going to start with this orangey shade called Rush. And I'm just cleaning off the Japanesque brush I was using. Or actually, I'm not going to risk that. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to take, instead, my fluffy blendy brush from Morphe. This is an E27. I'm going to take that Rush shade. And we're going to go to town. This has like no pigmentation. That's weird. Like, I'm seeing a very intensely orangey color and I'm getting like a pale yellow. And I know I'm pale, but usually that means shades come out darker and look a little bit more pigmented, I feel like, but that is not happening here. Okay, now that I've finally gotten that built up, I'm going to take the Sigma E25 blender brush, and I think I'm going to take the shade, that's a shimmer, oh, dang. I'm going to take the shade, actually I'm not going to take this shade, this brush. I'm going to take Morphe M505 and I'm going to take the shade Alert, which is the slightly... These three orange shades look so freaking similar. Do I want to take Rush or do I want to take Mugshot or Alert? I'm going to take Mugshot actually, which is the one down here on my Morphe M505. Okay. That just exploded kickback all over the pan. Now I'm just going to deepen up my crease. Okay. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the shade here, which is Framed. I'm going to take that Sigma E25 brush, tap this into it. Looks pretty darn pigmented, and that one didn't have as much kickback as the orange one did. Still has a decent amount, but it's definitely not as bad. And I'm just going to take the one that I used to blend out the second crease color with. And now I'm just going to clean off the shader brush I was trying to use before with the light Bling Bling shade in the other palette. And I'm going to pick up the shade Lolly. which is this pinky shade down here, or should I go with the gold? We're gonna go with the gold, actually. I'm gonna go with the shade On Camera, which is right down there. Again, didn't pick up a whole lot on the brush. Okay, this one may not have looked like it picked up, but again, maybe it was just blending out the bristles and I just couldn't tell as well. I'm gonna try using my finger. Okay, I'm going to really quickly take the purple brush and I'm just going to blend that up and into the gold, which apparently I missed a section right along my lash line. So here's the thing. I am going to clean up the fallout under my eye. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I'm going to come back and give you guys my thoughts on these two palettes. Give me just 1 minute. Okay guys, so I finished the rest of my face, kept it very simple, just a light blush. I actually put no highlight on. That is straight up my skin right now, I guess. I don't know, I didn't put any highlight on, so yeah. Hi Addie. Hey dude. Yeah. So finish off this look, kept it very simple so it would match both sides of the eye look. So here's my thoughts. I think the pigmentation on the, hang on, let's get these palettes out, shall we? The pigmentation on the Ring the Alarm palette isn't too bad. I'd say that I had a lot more success using 4 shades in this palette than I did using the, I think 5 shades in this palette, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I used 5 in this one and only really one of them was at all successful. Whereas in this palette, the Ring the Alarm palette, it appears that I had better luck with 4 of the shades I used. Now granted, I didn't use all 10 shades in both palettes, but right now Ring the Alarm definitely doesn't seem like it has as many problems as Bling Boss. Bling Boss, I feel like you can pass, you can save your money on this one, because if of the 5 shades I used, only 1 worked, and then as soon as I put another shade on top of it, it just disappeared and blended into nothing. It's probably not worth it. So Bling Boss, I'm saying, is a fail. I wouldn't be purchasing it. The eye look I made with it isn't really all that astounding or special or amazing in any way, shape, or form. You guys are better off saving your money and, I don't know, putting it towards a better palette in general, I guess. So yeah, and I mean, to be fair, I know it's fall, so I'm sure Ring the Alarm is gonna get a lot more traction going into fall because this is a very fall look, whereas this is a little bit more cool tone, and people aren't really big fans of cool tone palettes in general. It's just a trend. It's a thing now. People don't go for the cool tone palettes. They go for the nice warm palettes. I don't know why. I like cool tone palettes. Bling Boss, no. If you're looking for a purple palette, I would suggest you put your money towards a more reputable, I don't want to say reputable, that's a bad word, a more, trust is not a good word either. What is a good word for this? A more established brand. You know, I know Morphe palettes tend to get a lot of critique around them, whether or not they're worth the money, if they're a scam, if it's the same thing as those 30-cent palettes you see on Amazon and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of controversy that surrounds Morphe in general. I think that these palettes are really hit or miss, guys. I think that there's no better way to say that. Armed and Gorgeous was kind of bad. Bling Boss is bad. Ring the Alarm is not so bad. So I've got one more palette left to thoroughly test and show you guys. But as of right now, I'm saying no. I really don't think, so far as of right now, the only one of these palettes I would say that I have tried shades in that I haven't had any problems with is Ring the Alarm. Both Armed and Gorgeous and Bling Boss had shades that were issues. Blending, patchy, the pigmentation would just blend away. There were so many issues. The glitters in general are just very disappointing in those palettes. Whereas the gold shade in the Ring the Alarm palette did go on really well. I just ended up using my finger to help to see if that made any sort of difference while blending as well. Because I know some people just prefer to put shimmery shades on with their finger as opposed to a brush. I know that's everyone's personal preference. What is this one piece of hair doing? That's how I'm gonna leave it for now. So one more palette to try, so look forward to that review coming soon-ish. Hopefully I'll have it up in the next couple weeks. But as of right now, Ring the Alarm is the only one I'd say is worth purchasing out of these palettes. If you want to spend forever making the green shade in Armed and Gorgeous work really well, then fine, buy it, knock yourself out. It's 15 bucks. There's tons of codes all over the internet for Morphe discounts from influencers and affiliate codes and things like that. I don't have one. Morphe doesn't know I exist, so it doesn't really shock me all that much. So yeah. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I think that's everything. Yeah, be sure to subscribe down below. Also hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss any future videos. And if you're looking forward to the 4th palette review from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault collection, then you guys know, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss when that gets uploaded. I also still have 1 video left in my Declutter series at this point to upload, and that's lipsticks. And, well, actually maybe 2 more, depending on how I have to split it up, but lipsticks, glosses, crayons, all that jazz. All the lip stuff still needs to get done for my Declutter series. And that's everything. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. All my social media links are down below in the description box, along with the rest of the makeup I did put on my face if you're interested in seeing what that was. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.